Welcome back to the Metronome Madness League. It is the Crazy Crocodiles going up against the Charming Charmeleons for their last match of the season. And it is a very important match for the Crocodiles right here. If they win, they can get a spot in the playoffs. The Charming Charmeleons have been on top of everything throughout this entire season, so they already have their spot. So the pressure is all on the Crocodiles to come away with the win. They start off not in a good way, using revenge against the Ghost type. That does not work, as Giratina goes for the Sweet Scent, lowering the evasiveness of Genesect. Not the best first move, but the Crocodiles can still turn things around. Of course, we'll see if they can do this to solidify a spot in the playoffs for themselves. There goes a Stun Spore. It does not work. And here we go, a lick coming from the Giratina. That's a stab move, interestingly enough. It does not get a paralysis on the Genesect, though. Does a decent amount of damage if you consider it's a lick, which is not a very strong move. There goes the Mist Ball going up against Giratina, doing some damage to it. Lowering gets a special attack as well. Not a bad idea. Let's see what Giratina chooses to do here. Goes for the Disable. Oh, that could be huge. It does disable the Metronome for the Genesect, forcing it to have to use Struggle until that disable ends. That's not a great look for the Crocodiles. Genesect going with Struggle here. There goes the Mist Ball, this time coming from the Giratina. Not very effective, but putting Genesect in the yellow. Two more struggles and Genesect is going to be knocked out. There goes another struggle for it. Does a little bit of damage to the Giratina there. And we have a Stomping Tantrum coming from Giratina. That lands. Genesect can't handle it, and it faints. Great start by the Charmeleons. That's why they're number one. Here goes the Zarude. So Zarude now against the Giratina. Zarude going with a Toxic Spikes. Interesting. Actually, not a bad idea from the Crocodiles. Once the Giratina faints, they'll put a poison on the rest of the Charmeleons team, giving them a bit of an edge. That's not a bad idea. There goes the Rock Polish coming from Giratina, raising its speed. Will it be faster than Zarude now? It is. Giratina able to go first. This time it's going to go for a Magic Coat. Zarude going for a Sheer Coat. Oh, if that landed, that would have been perfect. Unfortunately, it didn't for the Zarude. I see where the Crocodiles were going there. They're taking chances. Didn't work out for them. There goes the Gust. Gust doing a bit of damage. Super effective, but not a strong move. Zarude now going for a Vital Throw. Doesn't affect the Giratina. Have to avoid those fighting and normal type moves. I don't know why the Crocodiles keep going for them, but it doesn't affect Giratina, and it will end up costing them the match if they can't get it together. There goes the Glare. Glare on Zarude. Now is paralyzed. Already had been, well, it wasn't slowed down. Giratina made itself faster, and now it just might not be able to attack. There goes the Ancient Power, though. No boost. Unfortunate for the Zarude, but Giratina close to half its health. There it goes. Giratina going for a Blast Burn. Not what you want to see if you're the Crocodiles. Blast Burn hits hard. Super effective. Zarude all the way down to about a third of its health. Does not get to land that attack. Another bad move going from the Crocodiles. Even though Giratina has to recharge, so they get another chance to attack. This time they go for the Gastro Acid. That's going to land a suppressing, Giratina's ability. There goes the Giratina, this time with a Shadow Force. That's going to be a stab move coming from Giratina. Of course, it does take 2 turns. If the Crocodiles want to set up, now would be the time. There it goes for a cut. That wouldn't have worked anyway. They still are focusing on the wrong moves here. Do the Crocodiles even want to go to the playoffs is the question. There goes Shadow Force, not very effective, so Zarut does live. And it goes for another move. This time, oh my god, they're throwing the match. I'm not sure. They've broken through paralysis every turn. They haven't been fully paralyzed, but they just can't get the right move. And they're just wasting every turn they get. There goes the wish coming from Giratina. Might be able to heal itself. Zarut, one more chance. This time with an air cutter. At least it's a move that lands. Air cutter just doesn't do anything. Zarut only on 6 HP. Still was broken through that paralysis. My goodness. There goes the Fury Cutter. Oh, that's super effective. And Zarut goes down. Just, that was a horrible showing by the Crocodiles there. And then the wish came true for Giratina. It was just very bad from the start. They just chose the wrong moves this entire time and just didn't capitalize on the opportunities that they received. There goes the Regidrago now. Blaze Kick coming from the Giratina. Not very effective. Regidrago gets a chance to attack. So the Crocodiles might be able to come back, but it's going to be hard. There goes the Accel Rock. That only does a little bit of damage. Trick Room from Giratina. I think that's actually going to make Regidrago go first, as it goes for a skill swap. So Regidrago is going to take Giratina's Levitate. Interesting. So now it can't be hit by ground type moves. Now it's immune to ground. Not bad. Regidrago once again goes for a Soak. Interesting. Adding the water typing to the Giratina does add another weakness to it. We'll see if that helps them out. There goes a Lock On from Giratina. Regidrago going for a conversion this time. Going to turn itself into a normal type. Interesting choice. Not sure why. There goes the struggle from Giratina. Has run out of PP. So it's going to knock itself out in the next 4 turns. Regidrago again. This time with a Shell Sidearm. That lance does a little bit of damage. Giratina with another struggle. Struggle is doing too much to that Regidrago. The Crocodiles definitely don't want to see that much health taken from it when they have 2 other Pokemon that they have to deal with. Regidrago going again, this time with an Overheat. Going to lower its special attack stat though, so I'm not sure that's the best idea. Giratina is taken down into the red. However, Regidrago will be hit with another struggle, putting it in the yellow right now. It would have been better to knock out the Giratina rather than having it knock itself out. But it does go down. Charmeleons onto their second Pokemon. It's the Entei. Entei poisoned by the toxic spikes. But Entei is exerting pressure. That is not good for the Crocodiles. That means they will only have a limited number of Metronomes to use. They're going to have to get rid of this Entei as soon as possible. The Mach Punch, super effective because Regidrago changed itself into a normal type. Regidrago going to go for the Reflect. Not a bad idea to boost her defense. Regidrago only with a little bit of HP left. If they mount a comeback, it will be interesting to see. There goes the Bullet Seed. That will be resisted. They are in a danger zone right now, though. It does hit twice. Regidrago, 36 HP. Here it goes with a Skitter Smack. Not the best move to use against a Fire-type Pokemon. It barely does anything. It does lower the special attack on Entei. Entei now going for the Magic Powder. And that changes Regidrago now into a Psychic type. Interesting. As they go for another Toxic Spikes, I guess more setup. The last Pokemon will get Toxicked. So if they can stall, if the Crocodiles can manage to stall, that can actually win for them. I mean, with 36 HP, I don't know how you're going to pull a stall off, but maybe they can heal themselves. We'll see what happens. There goes the Leech Seed. Well, that's the wrong side. If you're waiting for a stall from the Crocodiles, that's not what you want to see. The Leech Seed lands, so Entei will get some health back. And then Regidrago turns around and uses its own Magic Powder against Entei. So now they're both Psychic types. As Entei draws some health from the Regidrago, it's only got 2 HP left. Possibly the last turn in the match here. Here comes the Entei. Entei with the Tail Slap. That's avoided. Regidrago might live for another turn. This time it goes for a Mystical Fire. What? The wrong type of move to use against the... Oh, it's not a Fire type anymore. That's right. I was going to say it was the wrong move. Didn't do much anyhow. And there goes the Leech Seed. So Regidrago will faint the Crocodiles. Unfortunately, did not come away with the win right there. That's not what they wanted to see. Unfortunately for the Crazy Crocodiles, they do have the tiebreaker against the Heavenly Heatrans and the Sin City Cyndaquil, so they will still make it to the playoffs even after that last loss, albeit with a losing record. So I hope you enjoyed that match. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the Metronome Madness League for more battles, and we will see you in the next one.